6 UPNM students found guilty of culpable homicide. Schools urged to exercise flexibility regarding students' uniforms. Welcome to News at 10 with me, Brendan Lepore. 6 students of University Pertahanan Nasional Malaysia, UPNM, escaped the gallows today but were sentenced to 18 years imprisonment by the Kuala Lumpur High Court for murder. They were found guilty of culpable homicide not amounting to the murder of UPNM cadet officer Zulfarhan Osman Zulkarnain 4 years ago. They are Muhammad Akmal Zuhairi Azmal, Muhammad Azamuddin Matsofi, Muhammad Najib Muhammad Razi, Muhammad Afif Najmuddin Azahat, Muhammad Shobirin Sabri and Abdul Hakim Muhammad Ali. Justice Dato Azman Abdullah also ordered them to serve the sentence from the date of their arrests on the 1st June 2017. Of the 6 accused, 5 were charged with murder of Zulfarhan Osman under Section 302 of the Penal Code, which carries the mandatory death penalty upon conviction, while Abdul Hakim was charged with abetting the murder under Section 109 of the same Act, which carries a similar sentence. The judge in his decision, however, said that the court found that all of the accused guilty under Section 304, subsection A of the Penal Code of causing injuries to the deceased with no intent of murder, which carries imprisonment for a term of up to 30 years and shall also liable to fine upon conviction. The 6 escaped the mandatory death sentence under Section 302 of the Penal Code after the judge did not find intent to murder, although the prosecution had successfully proven that the accused caused grievous hurt to the victim by using a steam iron. The court also sentenced 5 of the accused, except Muhammad Shobirin and their 12 friends, after finding them guilty of injuring Zulfarhan Osman. Muhammad Shobirin was previously charged with the same offence, but was acquitted of the charge at the end of the prosecution's case. The court also allowed a stay of execution for the offenders convicted under Section 304, pending appeal to the Court of Appeal. Schools have again been reminded to be flexible to students who come to school not wearing school uniforms. Senior Education Minister Dr. Rasmi said it is enough for them to attend classes properly attired and neat. He also said the matter was mentioned before, but parents do complain about teachers who insist on students coming to school wearing school uniforms. When schools were reopened according to the National Recovery Plan (PPN) phases in several states, among others in Klang, Selangor and Melaka, parents complained that certain schools had asked their children to come in school uniforms, even though some of the uniforms or shoes did not fit anymore. He stressed that the ministry before this had said that for now, until the end of the school term this year, school children are allowed to put on attire that is appropriate, which is more important. Dr. Rasmi said this to reporters after making a walkabout to see the preparations being made to welcome pupils when classes reopened at Sekolah Kebangsaan Semasa in Pancur, Muar, Johor today. The MBOT Technology and Innovation Expo 2021, MTEX21, organized by the Malaysian Board of Technologists, MBOT, is one of the platforms for the country to achieve a 45% skilled workforce by 2030. Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Dato Sri Dr. Adam Baba, said the competition-based program involving final year students and held for the first time would be able to inspire students of higher learning institutions to produce technology-based and innovation-based products. Speaking to reporters at the MTEX21 launch ceremony at University Tun Hussein On Malaysia, UTHM, in Batu Pahat today, he said currently the skilled workforce in Malaysia is at 28.6%.
Target kita ialah kepada mereka yang benar-benar menyertai dan juga berupaya dalam penyelesaian MBOT lah, iaitu Malaysian Board of Technologists. Kerana dalam MBOT ni dia ada taraf TS atau TC lah, yang mana ini pengiktirafan untuk mereka meningkatkan keupayaan hingga ke peringkat sarjana dan juga PhD.
The minister also hoped that all parties can work together to ensure the level of skills of the country's technologists and technicians is in line with the National Fourth Industrial Revolution policy, thus driving sustainable and competitive economic growth. MTEX 21, which started from 25th October until 28th February next year, features 3 categories involving final year students of the Technology and Technical Diploma Program, Bachelor's Degree, and MBOT professionals, offering a total prize amounting to 30,000 ringgit. Agricultural entrepreneurs can now obtain agricultural inputs such as fertilizers, pesticides, animal feeds, seeds and equipment at reasonable prices through the website eAgro. Agriculture and Food Industries Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ronald Kiandi said eAgro is the first online platform in Malaysia to market agricultural inputs to facilitate farmers, paddy growers and others involved in the agro-food industry to obtain agricultural necessities.
Platform ini juga akan mengurangkan keterlibatan pihak orang tengah dalam pemasaran input pertanian kepada pemain-pemain industri agro makanan di seluruh negara.
Well, launching eAgro in Sedang, Selangor today, Datuk Seri Dr. Ronald said, facility platforms such as eAgro meets the ministry's strategy to expand the adoption of technology in the food chain system to improve efficiency and productivity. The eAgro platform would enable smallholders to link with sellers and manufacturers of agricultural inputs as well as offers of quality products at reasonable prices. Smallholders could also register as members of eAgro to enjoy cash returns of 2% for direct purchase and at the same time have the choice to pay in installment without interest. More than 12,000 individuals in Kelantan have received their vaccine booster shots against COVID-19. State Local Government Health and Housing Committee Chairman Dr. Izani Hussein said they were mostly frontline health officers and senior citizens who were inoculated since last month. He said they were part of 600,000 people in the state expected to receive their third COVID-19 doses, including those aged above 60. They will receive their shots at the vaccination centres as well as the hospitals and clinics in the state.
Jadi booster dose ni pada pengamatan kajiannya dengan memberi booster dose ini dia dapat meningkat lagi imuniti badan kita. Tambahan pula kita akan masuk kepada episod endemik bersama dengan COVID-19 ini.
Dr. Izani said this to reporters after receiving his COVID-19 vaccine booster shot at Darul Naim complex in Kota Baru today. Besides Dr. Izani, several other state executive councillors also received their booster shots. And yet to come, PGAT built 8 new security posts to boost border control. Stay with us. Now, Perak Police will be disposing of various types of drugs worth 58 million ringgit, seized since 1988. Its Deputy Chief Dato' Mazlan Santarai said the drugs were exhibits that had been produced in court proceedings involving 4,991 drug-related cases in 15 districts in the state, including Ipoh, Taiping, Manjung, Kuala Kangsar, Batu Gajah and Sungai Siput. He said among the drugs to be disposed of were heroin, cannabis, shabu, ketamine, kertom leaves, kertom juice, cough syrup and other drugs.
Jumlah keseluruhan bagi pelupusan yang dilakukan ini dianggarkan bernilai 58,974.55 sen dengan membabitkan sebanyak 4,991 kertas siasatan sejak tahun 1988 bagi kes yang telah selesai perbicaraan.
He added the Narcotics Criminal Investigations Department will send all the exhibits over to the Solid Waste Disposal Company, Quality Alam Sendirian Berhad in Bukit Pelando, Negeri Sembilan for disposal. Datuk Mazlan said this to reporters at the Perak Contingent Police Headquarters in Ipoh today. The General Operations Force PGA will build 8 new security posts in Sabah and Sarawak soon, so as to enhance border control in both states. Deputy Inspector General of Police Datuk Sri Mazlan Lazim said 7 of the posts would be built in Sarawak and 1 in Sabah, which would involve the deployment of 2 sections comprising 26 officers and personnel at each post. Speaking to reporters after a working visit to observe the op benteng at the Malaysia-Thailand border at Sungai Golot today, he said the construction of the additional posts was to improve the level of readiness of the Royal Malaysia Police (PDRM), as well as the taking over of the role and function of the Malaysian Border Security Agency by the PGA. Datuk Sri Mazlan said in Sarawak, the PGA 10th Battalion will manage the Tapak Megah post in Belaga and the Ulu Sungai Paku Undo post in Seri Aman, while the PGA 11th Battalion will handle another 5 posts in Biawak and Raso in Lundu, Sebubo in Bau, Sapit in Padawan and Temong Mura in Serian. In Sabah, the PGA 11th Battalion will manage the Pagalugan post in Keningau.
Inilah pos-pos baru yang kita akan dapat dan kita lihat bahawa memang di Sarawak banyak pos yang kita dapat kerana sempadan dia panjang, iaitu dengan Kalimantan dengan Indonesia adalah sepanjang 1645 km. Dengan Brunei saja iaitu 528 km. Manakala bagi Sabah 481 km saja. Jadi bermakna bahawa begitu panjangnya border.
The strategic collaboration between Mara Corporation Sendirian Berhad and Talent Corp Malaysia Berhad aims to achieve more than 2,000 professional jobs for graduates under the education ecosystem, comprising students from Mara Educational Institution and those under Mara sponsorship. Rural Development Minister Datuk Sri Mahathir Khalid said the synergy between the two agencies is to match the career paths of Mara graduates with a network of companies in various industries on a platform of wider career choices to offer better opportunities to graduates.
Membuat jalinan kerjasama menyokong usaha kerajaan untuk menurunkan kadar pengangguran di Malaysia, mengoptimalkan inisiatif yang sedia ada dalam talent corp seperti My Next Nurturing Expert Talent Structure Internship Program SIH, Talent Mobility, Semester Break Program, Young Employable Student, YES, dan juga Kesah Siswa. Ini yang ada dalam Talent Corp.
Datuk Sri Mahathir said this after both he and Human Resources Minister Datuk Sri M. Saravanan witnessed the signing of the MOU between Talent Corp and Mara Corp for collaboration to help the transition of Mara graduates to the job market. Datuk Sri Saravanan said the MOU was in tandem with the Ministry's commitment to insulate the local labour market from current and future disruptions, and was also in line with the strategic objectives of the 12th Malaysia Plan to help the Malaysian family, Keluarga Malaysia, recover in the post-COVID-19 pandemic. The operations of Digital Nasional Berhad (DNB) as a sole 5G wholesale service operator are strictly regulated by the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC). During the question and answer session in the Dewan Rakyat today, Deputy Minister of Communications and Multimedia Dato' Zahidi Zainul Abidin said, among others, MCMC also imposed conditions that prohibited DNB from engaging in retail activities. Dato' Zahidi also said that to ensure the cost of wholesale services offered by DNB was at a reasonable level, the Commission also set some conditions in the licence regarding DNB's responsibilities related to access costs.
Pricing kita kontrol. Daripada dulu sampai sekarang, SKM akan kontrol supaya rakyat tidak terjejas dari segi harga. Jadi spektrum dari SKM kita bagi dan banyak syarikat akan banyak daripada spektrum ni Contoh Jerman dia buat duit lebih kurang 35 bilion daripada spektrum ni. Thailand lebih kurang 25 bilion. Ada setengah negara 12 bilion. Tapi kita jangka 10 bilion Malaysia ni akan buat daripada spektrum ni. Tapi yang dibuatnya adalah DNB dan juga Ericsson. Bukan SKMM.
And in sports, OCM proposal organisation to monitor high-performing sports. Stay with us. But first, Kelantan United FC's KUFC hopes of securing 3 points in its Malaysia Cup Group C match against group leaders Melaka United FC were dashed after they drew 3-3 at the Sultan Muhammad IV Stadium last night. A draw allows Melaka United to retain its unbeaten streak and standing as Group C leaders with 10 points after 4 matches, and KUFC in last place with its first points in the group stage. KUFC's Japanese player Yuki Tanigawa opened accounts for the team with a blazing kick from outside the penalty. The Olympic Council of Malaysia, OCM, is proposing to establish an organisation to monitor high-performing sports. It will involve the joint efforts of OCM as well as representatives from numerous government agencies. According to OCM President Tan Sri Muhammad Noza Zakaria, this is a necessity for the nation's preparations ahead of the 2024 Paris Olympics and 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Furthermore, the suggested high-performance sports organizations must be free from any changes in governmental or political structure. Speaking after chairing the second meeting of the OCM Executive Board for the 2021 to 2025 session in the Federal Capital, he said the relevant agencies have also been made aware of the proposal.
Kita menganggap bahawa perkara ini sangat penting sekiranya kita ingin memenuhi aspirasi 2024 dan 2028. That is endorsed by MOM dan juga telah dalam syarat tersebut dianggotai oleh wakil dari KBS, MSN, ISN dan juga Kementerian Pendidikan.
On another note, to ensure the development of athletes at the grassroots level is preserved in future, OCM has suggested that the Education Ministry, MOE, increases the number of sports events to compete in the Malaysian School Sports Council, MSSM, Games. Among the sports suggested are self-defense sports such as silat, karate and wushu. The proposal was made considering the large contribution of the aforementioned sports in medals for the country in several past events.
Daripada 24 sukan yang diluluskan dalam kalender ataupun aktiviti MSSM untuk menambah sukan-sukan seni mempertahankan diri yang selama ini telah banyak memberi sumbangan pingat dalam temasya-temasya sukan.
National ace singles shuttler Lee Zijia is going through a crucial phase at this point in his career. Badminton Association of Malaysia BAM coaching director Wong Chun Han said the 23-year-old is currently collecting experience of facing the challenges of competing in back-to-back tournaments. He added that Zijia must master his physical form to maintain his fitness level to perform optimally in each tournament in future. Previously, fatigue from participating in 4 tournaments back-to-back was seen as a primary factor of the All England champions' shocking defeat at the early stages of the French Open recently.
Bagi saya rasanya fizikalnya masih okey, tapi lebih kepada juga mental strength-nya. Ya, tapi itulah sekarang yang dialaminya, macam mana untuk mengatasi challenge dan juga tahap-tahap maksimum yang diperlukan oleh dia untuk bermain dengan optimum. Dan bagi saya ini satu pengalaman yang penting untuk dia supaya dia lebih tahu dan boleh menaikkan expectation-nya.
Zijia is scheduled to meet Spaniard Pablo Albian at the Hilo Open in Saarbrücken, Germany in the first round tomorrow. That concludes this evening's news at 10. In our top story, 6 UPNM students found guilty of culpable homicide. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. Till then, I'm Brendan Paul. Stay tuned to Saluran Berita RTM and have a pleasant evening. Take care.